We maybe will use a different one every time we hit it. But whatever it is, it was a terrible thing, and it could have been stopped, and it should have been stopped right where it started, in China. Together, we will defeat this virus and emerge stronger than ever before. We're here today to celebrate a historic breakthrough that will transform the lives of workers and families all across our nation. For decades, the single biggest obstacle to building a modern transportation system has been the mountains and mountains of bureaucratic red tape in Washington, D.C. Before I took office, reviews for highways ballooned to an average of nearly 750 pages in length, and they were the good ones. They were the short ones. And I know because I was in business for a long time, and I had to go through a process that was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. We went through a process for building buildings, usually. It would take forever. By the time you start building, the market changed. You said, you know, the market was good when we started. Now the market's lousy. So you say, the hell with it. We won't build. Sometimes you start building and you say, that was a mistake. But we went through years and years of litigation and tumult, and it was just not good. But you go through it to an even greater extent. The maze-like approval process represented lobbyists that were very rich. They were making a lot of money. I remember I'd go up to Albany, New York, and I'd see my lobbyists up there. I said, what are you doing here? I knew what they were doing. They were trying to make it more difficult. So you had to hire them for more and more work. Spend millions and millions of dollars for nothing. But too often they caused massive delays on top of everything else. And that way they got their fees over a longer period of time. It's one of the reasons why, for example, the average Atlanta driver spends an incredible 77 hours in traffic during a short period of time. But all of that ends today. We're doing something very dramatic. We just completed an unprecedented, and I want to say it's absolutely unprecedented, top to bottom overhaul, should have been done years ago, of the infrastructure approval process, this approval process that has cost trillions of dollars over the years for our country and delays like you wouldn't believe. This is a truly historic breakthrough, which means better roads, bridges, tunnels, and highways for every UPS driver and every citizen all across our land. Together, we're reclaiming America's proud heritage as a nation of builders and a nation that can get things done. Because with these horrible roadblocks that were put in front of us, you couldn't get it done. No matter how good you were, you couldn't get it done. You'd wait and wait. You'd go to the next step. You say, you can't start the next step until you finish the first. Joining us for the special occasion are Council of Environmental Quality Chairman Mary Neumeyer. Where's Mary? Mary. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Good. Secretary of Transportation, a very special woman, a great woman, somebody that has done an incredible job, Elaine Chao. Elaine. And she was very much instrumental in getting this done. And when Elaine speaks, we all listen. But she was very much instrumental. Secretary of Agriculture, a man who's done a fantastic job for our farmers and ranchers, Sonny Perdue. Sonny. I learned more about farming from Sonny Perdue than all of these consultants that came in. I learned more in a half an hour from that man right there. We had a great call today with the farmers, too. Great call. They're doing very well. A lot of good things have happened, right, Sonny? A lot of things have happened. They were targeted by China. They were targeted by others. We just signed the USMCA, which is phenomenal for our country and our farmers. Got rid of one of the worst trade deals in history, NAFTA. One of the worst trade deals ever, how anybody could have signed it. But worse, how anybody could have let it run for 25 years or whatever it was. They just took advantage of us. We had 60,000 empty plants and factories in our country by the time that mess got finished. So